today on EA Sports. It's week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm with the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, McGill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And they'll be tempted and intercepted. Picked off at the 40, the 30, 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Bears touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bears take over.
Their own 29-yard line.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Townsend. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Clement Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. 9 yards. On 3rd down. Counter. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New chance to see what they can do this time. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I think the Bears have covered their half.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who throw it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
The score, Bears 14.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. McGill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
2nd and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. McGill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st down, McGill. Looking left side, and it's complete. Away in. Touchdown, New England. 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd down, O'Neal. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, Townsend. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's third down and 5 yards.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Incomplete. It's now fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Throwing on first down. Townsend. Harris has it over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Operating from the gun. Townsend. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. From the gun, Townsend. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it.
He's got daylight. The right end. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do and the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Townsend, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. McGill, throw complete to the tight end Morgan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
A good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the...
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 8.
Operating from the gun. McGill. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
And less than a yard.
Here we go on fourth down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bears will get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Wide open receiver complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up.
No, it's out, it's loose. I think the Bears have recovered. They have. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Townsend fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To throw on second down. Townsend. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down.
49-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves them with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off play action. Townsend is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big-time play there for the Bears.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Townsend. He's got his man on the crossing route. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you will.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
To number 84. Touchdown.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge in your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
That catch good for only a couple.
The 27-yard line.
A final shot before break. McGill, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Patriots 14.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, Townsend. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to number 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Looking to throw. Townsend. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
He's across
a gain of 3, second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. see where that trend would change now. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 35. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain down to about the 33. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go, and their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Operating from the gun. McGill over the middle. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
3-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The 21-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Second and 8.
From the gun, McGill. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Operating from the gun, McGill. This will be caught just inside the 10.
McGill's.
Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots get a score closer. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football?
Unfortunately, no.
That's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And spins away. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. McGill throwing left side. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they will score. That's 6 for the Bears. Touchdown.
Eddie.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, McGill. And down he goes. A covered sack. Took too long to get rid of it.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
45-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked to something else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
On 1st and 10, McGill. And he comes back with one complete. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
36-yard line.
Operating from the gun. McGill. And a quick throw here that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. From the gun, McGill, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
To throw again, McGill, and this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 14. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. Operating from the gun, McGill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
With dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
For right side here, complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 14. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. There he goes left side, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and this offense is running away with this one. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. So at the start of this game, it looked like the defense was wearing him down a little bit. Now you look at the numbers, it's kind of flipped.
Yeah, I agree with you totally, and his offensive line is really starting to play well. And the best offensive line coaches I've ever talked to, when they have great runners, you know what they tell their guys? Relax. You don't have to be perfect. Get as many guys as you can, but if you leave one free, the great runner will either make him miss or go through him. So don't worry about that. You don't have to be so precise. Just go ahead, block some people, try and create some room, and allow him to go to work.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, McGill. And how about this, effective for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McGill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, McGill. He's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On first down, McGill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Complete.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Off the play fake. Townsend. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. But that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again. McGill. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. On 1st down, O'Neal. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The ball carrier taken down at the 43-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's